Brian here doing another video for you guys, and this time we've got some listings for some upcoming exclusive Transformers Generations Legacy figures. Now, some of this is going to be retread from other videos, but this is more like a roundabout list, and this is coming from a source that has been pretty accurate most of the time. If anything, some things are subject to change, but take everything with a grain of salt. At this point, it's a rumor, but a lot of these have been mentioned in previous rumors, so here we go. The first thing we're going to talk about is the Walmart exclusive sub-theme, which seems to be the Velocitron lineup, and this is going to replace the Netflix line, so it's going to come with 5 Deluxes, 2 Voyagers, and a Leader Class pack. The first thing we're going to bring up is Clampdown, which is going to be likely a repaint of the Sideswipe, either in the Earth form or the Cybertron form, and I believe this is the last one that they needed to do, so I'm excited for that. We also have a Deluxe Class Burnout, which I believe is a repaint of the Skids figure, but in black. So if you're excited for more repaints of that, there you go. We also have a Deluxe Class Blur, which I'm curious to see if that's going to be the Studio Series 86 Blur, but repainted to look more like the Armada version or the Cybertron version, and I'm kind of hoping for the Cybertron version for 2 reasons. One, it would connect with another figure in the lineup, and 2, because that Blur was actually my first version of Blur, so it'd be nice to kind of go around to that. Anyways, we also have a Deluxe Class Cosmos, which I'm very curious to see if this is going to be a completely fresh new mold, or if it's going to reuse parts from other figures. Personally, I could kind of see this reworked from the Cliff Jumper, but that might just be me, you know, how the legs fold up, and I don't know, I can kind of see the front working with that. I don't know, just I could picture it in my head that it could work along with that, or it could be a fresh new mold. Anyways, we also have a Deluxe Class Road Rocket, which seems like it might be a new mold, I'm not sure. Actually, no, it would be likely a remold of the current Legacy RC because it's got to transform into a bike. Anyways, we also have a Voyager Class Road Hauler, which is going to be a repaint of the Grapple. It's going to be a green version of that, and we have seen this in the comics, in the Wreckers comics. And we also have a Voyager Class Override, which I'm super excited about because Override is such a cool character from the Transformers Cybertron series, so I'm excited for that. We also have a Leader Class Black Convoy with Tanker, which I could imagine is more closely resembling a Scourge repaint from the Laser Optimus Prime coming out. For the Target exclusive, we have the Buzzworthy Legacy lineup, which I'm not sure if that's going to replace or continue the Buzzworthy Bumblebee lineup, or if they just shorten out the Buzzworthy Bumblebee name, but I imagine that's going to replace it, because a lot of these characters don't really have any connections or ties to Bumblebee. The first thing we have is a Deluxe Class Silver Streak, which is just going to be the blue Diaclone repaint of this. We've talked about it previously, so there's not really much to mention here. We also have a Legacy Multi-Pack, much like the one we got with the Nemesis Primal and other various figures. In this pack, it seems like we're going to get a Gold Bug, which I imagine is going to be a lot like the Shattered Glass version, just not with the evil Autobot symbols. We're also going to get a Ransack, which, if I were to guess, is going to be a repaint of either the Prime-style RC that's going to look like the Cybertron version, but I personally think it's going to be a repaint of the Kickback as the taller Deluxe Insecticon, which I'm hoping it's the case because they don't really go too deep into that, and I would like them to go into that. We also have a toy recolor of the Scorponok, and that seems pretty awesome. I know some people aren't into Scorponok, but I think it's fine for a couple of repaints. It could have been better, but I kind of like it, so whatever. And then we also have a Paralyzer, which is going to be a repaint of this guy in white and purple. So that is going to be awesome. That is based on, I believe, a BotCon repaint. So yeah, any reason to get more of those repaints, I'm all in for, so yay for that. We also have a Buzzworthy Legacy Deluxe Toy Deco version of Pterosaur, so for anyone who's concerned about getting the Amazon exclusive pack, if you think you're not going to be able to get it, you have this version, which is going to be a much more brighter orange, and I imagine it's going to have highlights of blue, but if you just want a Pterosaur in general, well, here you go. And we also have an accessory pack, which seems to come with a red cog. Now, this red cog, I would imagine, is more based on what was seen in the War for Cybertron Netflix show. We also have a Walgreens exclusive deluxe Minerva, which is likely going to be based on her comic form. And I know that I missed it in a previous video. I know I should have talked about it, but there you go. I talked about Minerva, brought her up here. There you go. We also have an Amazon exclusive Wreckers lineup. Again, this is something that we've mentioned previously, so I will quickly talk about this. We've got a deluxe Impactor, which I imagine is going to be another repaint of the Impactor that we've already got 3 times. So, hooray for that. We also have a Twin Twist and a Top Spin coming out, which that sounds exciting. Hopefully we're going to get some repaints out of that, because that'd be kind of cool. We also have a Deluxe Class Leadfoot, which I imagine is going to be a repaint of the Earth Mode Mirage, because again, that was seen in the comics. We have a Voyager Class Springer, which I imagine is just going to be a repaint of this. I'm hoping for a darker gray. I'm hoping that they do away with all the Siege battle marks, but I'm perfectly fine with that, because that would lead up to the 86 lineup with everything that we got. You know, if you missed out on a Springer, here you go. Here's a second chance to get a Springer. We also have a Bulkhead Redeco, and I was kind of confused by this because we're already getting a Bulkhead in the Legacy lineup. I can imagine maybe this one's going to have some battle marks, or maybe it's going to have a deco that's somewhat resembling of maybe the animated style. That'd be kind of nice. And then we also have, this is a new one, a Deluxe Class Fractyl. So this would likely be a repaint of the Pterosaur again, but in green, and this was based on one of the original BotCon exclusives, so that's going to be something exciting. Now, these are listed as fan channel, but I believe that this is part of the Selects lineup, if I'm not mistaken with that. We have a Legacy Deluxe Beast Wars Sandstorm, so again, it's going to be a repaint of this guy, but in brown and tan, and that's something that I'm actually personally excited for. I like that version of Sandstorm. We also have a Night Prowler, which we talked about in a previous video, and I'm happy about that because I really want Night Prowler. He looks really good. We also have a Deluxe Class Beast Wars Buzzsaw, which again is going to be the repaint of this, but with the more robotic style head. We have a Deluxe DK3, which is apparently going to be a blue repaint of the Trailbreaker, and I believe we've mentioned that before. So any Diaclone fans, there you go. We also have the Deluxe Guard, which I believe is going to be the black repaint of the Ironhide. And we also have a Deluxe Class Lift Ticket, which we've already talked about. I mean, some people have it in hand. It's going to be the red version of the Hoist. So it seems like Hasbro's definitely going into the Diaclone territory of repaints, and I have no problem with that. That sounds exciting. We also have Cyclonus' Armada. Now, I have to retread this, because I thought that was going to be Armada Cyclonus, but no. What this is likely going to be is another repack of the Cyclonus that we've already got as his Armada from Generation 1. So if you like the original Cyclonus and you want to army build that, here's another chance to get more of those figures. It's much like how we got Scourge, and then we also have the SS-86 Sweep. So, you know, that's pretty exciting. For Hasbro Pulse, I've actually seen this mentioned a couple of times in various forums and discords, but apparently we're going to get a Legacy PulseCon set, and it's going to come with a Deluxe Class Orion Pax and a Voyager Class Alphatron. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Orion Pax is going to be a repaint of the Cup from the Studio Series 86 line, and then the Voyager Alphatron is likely going to be a repaint of the Scourge figure, which, no surprise there, and I'm actually a little bit excited for that. I think that'd be kind of cool. And this is where we're going to go into unknown territory, so this isn't necessarily listed for anything. We've got a Core Class Pack Rat, which I think it would be really awesome if that Pack Rat was packed with the Fractyl. I'm just saying, I think that'd be very nice, because those two were the original BotCon exclusives. We also have a Voyager Class Antagony, which was originally a black repaint of the Beast Wars style Inferno, so that's awesome. And last but not least, we've done a video on this before, the Titan Guardian Robot, which is a blue and white repaint of the Omega Supreme, which is something I've wanted since Omega Supreme has come out, so that's going to be awesome. With that out of the way, that is the listings. That was a lot to talk about, so what are you excited for? Please comment below, let me know. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and all those fun doodads, and I will see you guys next time.
Allspark TV. Now that's just prime.